method that they had at the time.
Right.
I guess that's the best way to put it.
That's something John and I have talked about on here before, is the fact that there is a growing tendency as corporate America takes over the music business and the radio business. It becomes a bottom line business, and instead of the creative angle and coming up with new and exciting original sounds, it's okay, we have this sound. You could go back to the 50s and the 60s. Elvis came out, and all of a sudden every major label had to have an Elvis Presley type star on the label, and
right.
It's that corporate mentality. Somebody comes out with a bubblegum record that's a hit, like the 1910 Fruit Gum Company in the 60s, and all of a sudden you've got nothing but bubblegum hits all over the place. And the Beatles come out, all of a sudden you've got to have the Liverpool sound, and it really it stifles a lot of talent, because you get the people. Not everybody is as what do I want to say, steadfast in their boots as you are, and they want to become a star, so they will cave in and do, okay, you want me to sound like so-and-so, well, this is how much I can sound like so-and-so, and you lose the originality and the creativity, and I think that stinks, really.
Right, it does. But what I have noticed is that music has a funny way of always catching up to itself. So even if, I wasn't what they were looking for at the time, even if, any artist, if they say, you're not really what we're looking for, that doesn't mean that you'll never be what they're looking for, because eventually they need a new sound. Eventually they need a new face, and so you just got to stick to it and keep going, be persistent.
As a wise country singer said not too many years ago, how do you like me now? It does come around. What goes around comes around. Jessie Lee, where are you going with your career from here on out? What's next in line for you?
Well, right now, I'm in writing mode. I'm really wanting to move toward that second album. I've grown a lot since, Let Your Country Out hit the scene, and a lot of life has happened in between then and now, and so I'm ready to write some more. I'm ready to really just put together a really stellar sophomore album. I'm ready to do that, so I'm writing a lot.
Well, I sure hope that you'll keep us in mind, and when the album is ready, give us a shout, and we can have you come back and break it on our show.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, I say this all the time, that without guys like you and stations like you, as independent artists, we couldn't make it. So you all are what is keeping us going, and I appreciate it so much. And our fans, of course, my fans, they're precious.
And that's what we're all about. We are trying to create, one more stage for the indie artists to present their talents on. And if we can do that, then we have succeeded at what we're trying to do. We're going to have a taste of that growth of your career and your writing abilities. I mean it seriously. Do keep in touch and let us know when that album's ready. We'd love to have you come back on. Tell us a little bit of the time we have left. Tell us a little bit about this next song we're going to play, called Behind Your Back.
Oh, this is a great song. It has such a classic sound to it, just a real throwback country sound. And, it's for the good guys out there. I think country music has enough cheating songs. It's time for the good guy to be pulled into the limelight a little bit.
I like that. Jessie Lee Cates, thank you for coming by, spending time with us, sharing your music. Best of luck to you in the future, and we'll look forward to having you back again real soon. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Jessie Lee Cates, and Behind Your Back.
You think you know all about him, maybe This is indie recording artist Nikki Chris, and you're listening to The David Bowers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we really want to thank you very much for listening to the David Bowers Awards, and it is underwritten and made possible by a grant from Computer Help USA IT Services and Hacking Recovery. They offer services and support online anywhere in the United States from their home office in Naples, Florida. We've got to include Canada in that as well. Call Computer Help USA, 239-596-6112, or check out their check out their website. A little flustered from that hang up there. Check out their website at www.comphelpusa.com for details of their services and support. The David Bowers Awards thanks Computer Help USA for their support. And I'm thinking that we have another guest here, don't we?
You're absolutely right.
Learned in my life, sometimes you just never ever know why. When you least expect to go on a ride, all this crap happens and you get hit from the blind side. We got Facebook and all the opinions on what way to ride. So many said they changed the world. God knows if they tried. Too many things to question those that deny. What's the truth and what is a lie? Why ask why we can't change the world? Never get the girl. Why ask why when we still try? Oh, why ask why? Why ask why? And love and tranquility. Where there's trouble in the Middle East, they say it's what we are fed. But is it really that way? But I'll tell you, the one thing I've learned in my life, sometimes you just never ever know why. When you least expect to go on a ride, all this crap happens and you get hit from the blind side. Why ask why we can't change the world?
there you have it. That's Sarantos, and we have with us right now Sarantos to sit and talk with us a while. Come on in there. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight?
Really great. Glad to have you with us. I know you're a busy person. I've been going through some of your recent history here, and it says that you've been releasing 2 albums a year and frequent singles off of those CDs.
I have. Yeah, I've tried to get a lot of music out there, and I just want the fans to always expect surprises from me and expect something new. So I'm trying to give them something every single week, actually.
Well, it seems to be working. You have a large and continually increasing fan base, it appears. And one thing, there's a couple of things that we want all of our guests to know. And one of them is that self-promotion is highly encouraged on here. So don't hesitate if you've got anything that you want to, any words that you want to spread to all the listeners. By all means, one of the things we like to cover is where they can find you online so they can learn about you and listen to your music for themselves.
Sure. First I want to say thank you for having me on your show. And probably the easiest thing for fans is my website, which is www.melogia.com. And on there they can find links to all my music. They can download my music for free. And, of course, I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So whatever their pleasure is, they can find me on there if they just search my name, Sarantos. But I think the website is probably the hub of everything, and they can find pretty much anything they need right on there.
Fantastic. And, of course, as always, I tell the listeners that if you didn't get that or if you forget it or forgot to write it down, drop me a line, and I'll be happy to direct you to Sarantos' website and all the usual places where you can find him. Where did the name Sarantos come from?
When I first, this is my 4th official year, and when I first was trying to think of, what I'm going to stand for, what's my name going to be, every name I could think of was taken. So yes. I'm of Greek descent. I'm, born in America, but I'm Greek. My parents are immigrants here, and I just thought, my Greek name is Sarantos. My American name is Sam. I thought that kind of had a cool ring to it. So that's basically what I came up with. And part of it is everything good was already taken, but part of it was just I thought it had a cool vibe to it.
Has a definite causative relationship there. Now let's talk your music, because it's been described by people in the industry in various ways, which include emotionally powerful and a fusion of classic 80s rock blended with modern soft rock and pop music. I mean, a lot of definitions along those lines. What are you looking for? What do you have? What